Hey everyone, and welcome to our February Beyond Fit Life live training. Oh my goodness, you guys know I am so excited about tonight's information. If you follow me on social media at all, or you saw my post in the Facebook group, the boys had the stomach flu over the weekend, and I thought we were totally past it, and that we were all good, and that there were no issues. But that didn't seem to be the case, and I woke up in the middle of the night last night. Just it was terrible. So I was not sure that we were going to be able to have the call today, but I'm holding it together, and I want to get you this information. It's time sensitive tonight because we officially kick off our 28-day challenge tomorrow. And so I didn't want to have to reschedule and miss the chance to talk to you tonight, the eve of our 28-day challenge kickoff. Hey, Jane. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for taking time to dedicate this time this evening to your growth and to learning more about how to do fitness better. So when you come on in, go ahead and get comfortable in the room. You can say, hey, talk amongst yourselves. Let me know that you're here in the chat box, and then sit down and get out a piece of paper or pen or however you like to take notes, because I do have a lot of information that I want to cover tonight before we start the 28-day challenge officially tomorrow. So, hey, Melissa, hey. I am so passionate about tonight's webinar because this information is really going to help you get results, to help you tone every zone without the fitness industry's norm of spending hours at the gym, eating nothing but chicken and broccoli, basically giving up your life. You know, there is a better way, and I'm here to show you that better way tonight. And for the next 28 days, for the month of February, we are all going to just take it up a notch and really commit to these next 28 days to making it count. So, hey, Tiffany, hey, Lexi, hey, Leslie, I'm so glad you're here. Hey, Pam, hey, Tracy, I'm so glad you're back. Hey, Sam, you are so welcome. I mean, this morning, like Patrick and I both have the stomach bug, and both the boys are better now. So we had like two crazy boys running around all day, and we're like vomiting and so sick. You know how it is. So it's been crazy, but I'm feeling a little bit better, holding some fluids down. So I think we'll make it. Kelly, I'm so glad you could be on. Yeah, this is awesome. I think we'll make it through the call, and that we'll all be set to make February count. So where was I? Oh, I'm excited. Yay, Ashley, finally catching us live. Awesome. I'm so excited to support you guys and to watch you get results. February, this challenge is brand new. We haven't done anything like this in the Beyond Fit Life Club before, and I think it's just going to be a really great way for all of us to kind of come together and to keep each other accountable and just transform your figure in record time. So if you follow the 28-day training plan, and then we had the option of the nutrition plan as well, I guarantee that you're going to transform your body in these 28 days. Like from February 1st, tomorrow, through the end of February, you will notice some differences. And I think that what I'm going to share about tonight is so important because there are a lot of misconceptions about how to do this, about how to transform your body. Hey, Diana. Hey, thank you, Diana, for the chamomile tea tip. That actually really did help. That was, your message was so sweet, and I went and tried some, and it did settle my tummy. So thank you for that tip. So tonight I'm going to explain how to tighten your core, how to lean out your legs, how to get slimmer arms, basically everything you need to tone every zone to transform your body in just 28 days. So since we are going to be spending a lot of time together tonight, hey, Melinda, I thought for those of you who don't know me as well, I would just share a quick blurb about who I am and about why I'm so excited to help you tone every zone through our 28-day challenge. So I'm a busy mom of two boys, and currently, right now, my boys are 2 and 4, and I'm in the best shape of my life. But it wasn't always this way. There was a time when I was really struggling to figure out how to tighten and tone. I've never been overweight, but for many years, before I learned how to do fitness better, I was what many people would call skinny fat. Hey, Roseanne. Hey, I'm so glad you're on. So I wasn't overweight, like I said, but my arms were jiggly. I had some extra belly fat hanging around my belly, and I had really no shape. And I later learned that that was because I had no muscle. But I saw fitness models with curves around their shoulders, definition in their lower body, and that was really the look for me that I was working towards. But no matter how hard I tried, I just could not get to my goal. So the turning point was when I sort of learned over some time that I was actually sabotaging my own body transformation without even knowing it. So I changed my training plan drastically, and I changed it to a focus to really sculpt and get tight toned lean muscle. And then I included the workout types that we're going to do that you're doing in February. That's kind of the Do Fitness Better, the Beyond Fit method. And I completely changed over to that method. And you'll find that in your workout plan. I also figured out the number one factor that impacts fat burning, and I addressed that. So we'll talk more about that tonight as well. And I'm going to share a ton of information with you over the course of this call. So I'll do everything I can to share everything that I can with you during our time together. But I will just tell you, hey, Sylvia, I'm so glad you made it, that there's so much more to learn as we embark on our 28-day total body transformation challenge. So if you're anything like me, I'm like type A, okay, you want a game plan. So I promise if you haven't logged in the portal, you haven't seen all that, or maybe you're on listening with a friend and you're not a member yet, I promise we're going to show you a way that you can get more support. Hey, Alexa, so glad you're here. So you can download, let's just talk about what I want you to do for all my Beyond Fit ladies, what I want you to do tonight in time for tomorrow when we kick off February 1st, the 28-day transformation challenge. You can download and print your full training plan in the members portal. And essentially, this is just going to be a schedule that's telling you exactly what workouts to do when. And so you'll get all of that as well as the workouts and video demos to show you how to do all of the moves. But tonight, I just wanted to highlight a few main points on this training plan for our February workouts. And I wanted to teach you why these next 28 days are going to work so well to transform your body. Okay, so this is sort of the why behind the workouts for the next 28 days. And the first thing that I want to focus on is our weight training. So you have to, and I repeat, you absolutely have to weight train if you want to tighten and tone your total body fast, okay? So if you're a cardio queen, which I once was in my former years till I learned how to do fitness better, if you're a cardio queen and you're expecting to get leaner, get tighter, tone up, you're going to be disappointed. Hey, Christy. Hey, thank you so much for your prayers. This, I'm telling you, this stomach bug just, it's horrible. I heard it's going around like basically everywhere. So anybody who's on, I hope that you guys aren't catching it or it's not heading your way. But you can't cardio your way to muscle definition. It just does not happen. And you don't need to freak out because lifting does not bulk you up. That's a common misconception, and it's something that I think is important to understand. Women have less testosterone than men, so we get leaner and we get tighter when we lift heavy weights. We don't like turn into the Hulk or this like crazy muscly bodybuilder. You're not gonna bulk up by doing these workouts. In fact, you'll notice that you're going to get leaner, you're going to get tighter, and you'll get more definition. If you can't stand the thought of ditching your cardio days, which I know it's a mindset shift, I've been there, so I've been in your shoes, just know that weight training actually provides you all of the cardiovascular benefits that you would get from your aerobics class. So if you're doing the Beyond Fit method, if you're following our Do Fitness Better workouts, you're getting that same cardiovascular benefit as you would from running or elliptical or, your aerobics class or whatever. Plus, it's increasing your muscle tone and your metabolic capacity, which is basically where your metabolism's at and how well your body burns fat. Okay, so did you hear me? Like, weight training revs up your metabolism. It gives you the cardio benefits. It gives you the shape, the tightness, the toned look that you're going for, and it boosts your metabolism. So at Beyond Fit, we are all about finding and creating hybrid weight training exercises that give you the results that you want fast. And this is the Beyond Fit method. This is my mission each month when I put together our workouts. So we'll talk more about this and some of the factors that go around our training plan in just a minute. But I just want you to know that weight training, AKA our 28-day challenge, Tone Every Zone workouts, they have to be part of your training plan, period. That's the basis, okay? So you got that? Type I'm in if you are in for consistently hitting your Beyond Fit workouts this month. We've got 3 each week. And I want, for the next 28 days, I want every single one of you on this call, ladies, to commit to me. You will get all 3 in, okay? Now, I might give myself a pass for tomorrow because if you're sick, you get a pass, okay? But otherwise, yeah, Tiffany, that's right. Good. Mindy's in, Nicole's in, Natalie's in, Ashley's in, Kelly's in, Jody's in, Leslie's in, Shelly's in. You're in, you're in, you're in. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so we're committing to this, okay? We're all going to keep each other accountable because it works and it makes a difference. Roseanne is in it to win it, Sam says. Okay, so that's the first part of the training plan for this month. The second part is our sprints and our blitzes. And here's the thing. I see so many women over social media doing long, non-efficient workouts. The fitness industry frustrates me so much because it perpetuates this trend. And I don't mean this offensively at all, but it perpetuates this trend of these workouts that don't actually work with inexperienced trainers, some of which don't have any real education at all. And giving people that advice without having the education and the understanding behind it, quite frankly, I think that stinks, okay? That's not what you're going to find here. I have my degree in exercise physiology. I look at the research. I care about why we do what we do. I'm not just throwing you a random workout plan, okay? I'm here on a mission to tell you the truth and to help you learn how to do fitness better. So what does doing fitness better look like when it comes to a total body transformation? What does it look like for the next 28 days when you're like, wow, I can't believe I made so much progress in just a month? Here's the truth. Getting tight and toned is not about getting in the gym for an hour or more every day. And I tell you that, believe me, because I've tried that. I've been there. Stop wasting your time. You've got better things to do, right? I'm not knocking all long endurance workouts. I used to do cycling a bunch and I loved 100-mile bike rides. And I know some of you run marathons and that's great. But when it comes to reshaping your body, that's not the purpose, okay? They do very little to give you the metabolic bang for your buck. And at Beyond Fit, we demand workouts that give you more for less, okay? So, I have looked at all of the research and I can just tell you that our Beyond Fit weight training workouts and our high intensity sprint and metabolic conditioning training, like our Beyond Fit blitzes that we do, they work. The research shows it. These types of exercises actually achieve more fat burning results than those who focus on endurance training alone. Okay, so get off the treadmill. Just for these next 28 days, just try me. Okay, get off the treadmill. Stop wasting your time. Focus on efficient, high intensity, hybrid weight training circuits to shape your body. And these are the workouts that we're doing for the next 28 days. Throw in some sprints, follow our schedule. I have the sprints written in for you. Add some metabolic conditioning for the hormonal benefits to sculpt your body, and you'll be on the right track, and you'll be amazed at the results that you make by committing to this for 28 days. So I saw Melinda's question. Yeah, So join the Beyond Fit Life Club, and I'll give you all of that information at the end. And then we do have a discount for Beyond Fit sisters who want to do the 28-day challenge nutrition plan in addition. But all of the workouts and everything are part of the Beyond Fit membership. So that is beyondfitlife.com. You could also purchase just the 28-day challenge, and I'll put that link up at the end, but it's beyondfitlife.com/28-day challenge. Okay. So, but let me keep talking with you guys about this because I know most of you on are already members, and I just want you to understand what you have in the members portal and why I'm so excited about this. Okay. But Melinda, don't you leave. Okay. We're going to get you in. All my sisters on, tell Melinda, like, you're in with us. Okay. Once you learn how to do fitness better, you never go back. It's the truth. So rest days. The benefits of weight training, they are amazing. We've covered that, okay? But I would fail to be a good coach if I didn't also encourage you to take advantage of the benefit of rest days. Jane, send me an email or in the Facebook group, tag Deb. Make a post and I don't think Deb's on the call, but if you tag her in the Facebook group, she will get that tech stuff worked out for you. Okay, so I'm sorry that you're having trouble. I promise we'll get it fixed. Rest days. Without proper recovery time, weightlifting can actually be counterproductive. And generally speaking, women who are engaging in heavy weight training, full body workouts, which this is what we're doing, you should take 1 to 2 days of rest between each session. So the way that I've set up our calendar, sometimes we have 1 day, and then between our Friday and Monday workouts, we have a couple days. It's hard to fit those rest days in, but they're very, very important, okay? So fatigue and decreased strength, that actually occurs when your body doesn't get enough rest between your weight training sessions, or when your muscles haven't fully recovered their glycogen stores. Now, I told you I have my degree in exercise physiology, so I'm just warning you, I can get a little bit nerdy about this. So I'm not gonna go in full geek mode, but I will just tell you that high intensity resistance exercise, it does actually cause damage to skeletal muscle and connective tissues. That's the point, because then your body repairs it and it makes it stronger, okay? So when muscle trauma occurs, it impairs the transport of blood glucose into the skeletal muscle cells. And this is what leads to soreness and pain. So we talk about posting like our post-workout sweaty selfies, right? And everybody's like, oh, it hurts so good, right? So when you're really sore after your workout, this is why. Because when you're having this tough workout, there's like this actual muscle trauma that's occurring, and it impairs the transport of blood glucose into your muscle. That's what leads to the soreness and the pain. So strength and fitness, if you're not giving your body time to recover, it can actually regress if planned recovery isn't part of your program. So if you're overtraining and you're doing too much and you're not having these rest days, these planned recovery days built into your system, then you're going to be overtraining, and that's going to lead to injuries. That's going to lead to insomnia. It actually leads to weight fluctuations as well as strength fluctuations, what you can lift, and then like what your actual body weight is, which is crazy how this works. I was looking at the research when I was preparing to chat with you guys tonight, and I even saw studies that show that overtraining can cause mood swings because of the hormonal impacts, and it can decline your endurance. It can prolong bouts of sickness, and then some women struggle with like tendinitis or just not recovering properly, even reduced concentration. So there's like a whole list of things that happen if you're overtraining and you're not giving your body that proper time to rest, okay? So if you feel like you've reached a plateau and you're not making further improvements, it could actually be caused by overtraining. Now, in some cases, maybe you're not doing enough, but if you're like the workout queen and you're trying to do anything and everything, scale it back, be smart, pay close attention to our schedule, and remember that rest is actually part of the plan, okay? So I'm just gonna confess to you, as a type like triple A person, I really like to be accomplishing stuff. Hey, so glad you're here. I like to be accomplishing stuff. So for many years, I had the mindset that more is better. And I ended up sabotaging my own progress. So sisters, on the call, Beyond Fit ladies, listen to me. Learn from my mistakes, okay? Do fitness better. I've come to understand that more is not better. Better is better, okay? So you'll notice our training plan this month, it does include plenty of rest days, and that is by design. On those rest days, I absolutely encourage you, if you wanna do some low impact restorative exercise, like some leisurely walking, some yoga, some stretching, some foam rolling, that's great. The key is to go light so that your body adequately recovers from your previous workout. And these Beyond Fit workouts for this 28-day challenge, they are tough. You are going to want your rest days, okay? So we covered weight training. We covered our rest days. So what's left? Let's talk about the number one factor that impacts your fat burning. This is going to be where you'll really kick it up a notch for the next 28 days, and that's your nutrition. Okay, so every time you eat, you have a chance to tell your body via your hormones to either burn or to store fat. Okay, so every single time you eat, you have the option to tell your body, burn this fat or store some fat. So for the next 28 days, the signals that we're going to be sending to our body through our workouts, through our rest days, and then through our strategic nutrition plan, it's going to tell your body, these signals are going to say, burn the fat, okay? So I have a success manual for you in the members portal. So I want you to download that, because everything that I'm going to be covering for the rest of our chat is going to be kind of going into detail about what you'll find in that manual. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can refer back to that, or you can type them in the chat here now, or if a question comes up later, you can type it in the Facebook group, in the members group, and I'll answer that for you, okay? So I did see Alexis had a question. How many rounds should we be aiming to get in? That's a tough question, because it's going to be different for everybody, and it's going to depend on the heavy weight, how heavy the weight that you're using is. I personally have seen more benefit from using heavier weight and getting fewer rounds. So for me, I use a weight that's tough enough that I'm starting out at the beginning of the month with like 2 rounds. And then I try really hard over the course of the month, to increase my intensity level and my endurance through that workout and get to 3. You don't want to be doing less than 2, and you shouldn't be doing more than 4. So if you're getting less than 2 rounds, your weight's too heavy. If you're getting more than 4 rounds, your weight is way too light. Okay, does that help? Okay, so by following this plan for the next 28 days, I'm talking about now the success manual and the nutrition sort of guidelines that I've given you. You're going to boost your metabolism. You're going to eliminate sugar cravings, and you're going to rid your body of unwanted fat. So the benefits of this eating strategy, those are the main things. I mean, we're not being vain, but we're just like, yes, let's get rid of it. Let's burn this fat. But the benefits of this eating strategy, they do go beyond fat loss. Okay, so I'm just going to mention those, because it's important for these next 28 days for you to know all of the other really awesome things that you're going to get to be experiencing. So when you follow this, you're going to naturally be balancing blood sugar, and this is going to help eliminate cravings. So tomorrow when we start, you may notice maybe you have a sweet tooth. Maybe you are just naturally prone to nighttime cravings. By the end of the month, by the end of 28 days, I guarantee you those cravings will have diminished without you even having to think about it. We're just naturally going to be balancing that blood sugar, which is going to help to eliminate those cravings. This plan, this way of eating, also really, really supports hormone production and rebalancing and fixing a lot of those metabolic hormones. It improves brain health. It helps protect against dementia and other brain disorders. It improves memory. It clears brain fog, which who doesn't need that, right? I'm like, clear the fog, please. It improves digestion, it increases energy levels, it improves fertility in many women, it improves quality of sleep, which is really cool, and it's going to decrease anxiety and mood swings. Working on a hormonal level, you're going to be amazed at all of the benefits, like decreased anxiety, fewer mood swings. All of that is going to show up for you in the next 28 days. Okay, so I'm very excited. And I'm very grateful to be part of this journey with you guys. I just don't feel like I can tell you enough, Beyond Fit ladies, how much I love you, okay? Like our community is so amazing. And it is not me. Like, it's not the Kate show. Like, you guys are what make it so awesome. Like, I'm telling you what to do, okay? And I hope that you follow me in that. But the support, the accountability, yeah, the Super Bowl, that's what makes it so awesome. So I'm just really pumped up. I mean, I'm so excited about these next 28 days. I can't hardly stand it. So I want to give you the best possible experience, and I want you to get the best possible results. So please, 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 throughout the next 30 minutes while we're chatting, or if something comes up later, please reach out if you have any questions or concerns. I am going to try to catch up. I'm behind with both of the boys being sick, and then Patrick and I being sick. I'm behind in messages and emails, but I plan to catch up throughout the week. So tag me in that members Facebook group with any questions that you have, and I will get to them. Okay, so let's talk about what we're going to be eating for the next 28 days, because as everybody's mentioned, it is the Super Bowl coming up, but it's not going to be gross. You don't have to live off of chicken and broccoli, okay? Over the next 28 days, you are going to be eating real whole foods, and we do have the option for you to get the meal plan. So I just want to clarify this. You do not have to get the meal plan. You can follow all of this and create your own meal plan, create your own recipes, use recipes from the members portal. You can follow all of that without that. But some of you had said that it would be really helpful and that you like the structure of me just basically telling you what to eat. So if you fall into that category and you want that add-on, I have grocery lists, recipes, and a week-by-week meal plan for all your meals for the next 28 days that you can get as part of the challenge. And I have a code for you as sisters to get that at a discount, okay? So that's an option. That's an add-on. You absolutely don't have to do that. But if you are somebody who would benefit from that, then please take advantage of it, because I worked really hard at putting it together for you, and I think it'll be something that you'll really enjoy. Hey, Amanda, yeah, if you're pregnant, honestly, as long as you're cleared by your doctor, and definitely talk to your doctor first. Strength training is like the #1 thing that I attribute to having such pleasant pregnancies. Both of my boys were really big babies, and I had really great all natural deliveries with both of them. No epidurals, no issues. And the doctor even said, like, I think that your exercise really helped. So I definitely recommend this for all pregnant mamas. These are the type of workouts that I did throughout both of my pregnancies, and we actually have quite a few pregnant ladies in the group. So please join us. Absolutely. We have modifications based on trimester. There are a few small tweaks that you'll make as you get further along, but we can help you with all of that. It's all in the members portal for you. Yes, Kelly, if you sign up for the meal plan, you get it forever. So you don't have to follow it in February. You can follow it later on. It's 28 days of the grocery list, the recipes, and then the specific meal plans. It is something that you can feed your family. They're not all going to be like 100% kid friendly. I mean, I make my boys eat them, but you know, it's not like chicken nuggets and stuff. So yes, I think it would be great for you to feed your family with this. At the very least, you can tweak. We have a substitution guide in the success manual of ways to tweak things. So if there's stuff that you don't like, you can absolutely swap something out, and I can help you with that too. Okay, yes, it definitely works for the breastfeeding moms. You will probably want to adjust a little bit, just watching your milk supply really closely. And I have a breastfeeding nutrition adjustment guide that I came up when I was nursing Jackson, about how to tweak my nutrition, like upping protein, upping carbs, upping fats, or how to tweak it based on progress and my milk supply. So that will fit right in with this plan. Absolutely. And of course, make sure if you're breastfeeding, you're drinking all your water. Okay, so let's talk about real quick what we're eating. Protein and produce. You guys know it's the two P's. Beyond Fit 2Ps, protein and produce. If it comes out of a box, you're probably not going to find it on the grocery list for the next 28 days. That's not saying that for the rest of your life, you can never eat something out of a box. It is saying for the next 28 days, will you commit to me and to the rest of our Beyond Fit sisters just to kick it up a notch, to jumpstart it, to really make a difference? Will you? Type I'm in if you're in, okay? Great nutrition is the foundation of great results. So this is why I'm really encouraging you just for the next 28 days to commit to this. Your main focus is going to be on eating high quality protein, healthy fats, nutrient dense greens and all of the produce, and real fruits and vegetables, okay? Good. You're in, you're in, you're in. Okay. Everybody's in. I do have some supplements that I'm going to be using and that I encourage our sisters to use if you're interested. Now, supplements, by the name alone, it tells you it's a supplement. It's not the main thing. So the main thing is your nutrition, your real whole foods. But if you want to take that's sort of to the next level, if you want to add some small pieces in with some proper supplements, it can make a big difference. And Christy said she's a huge testament to the difference nutrition makes. It's life-changing, and it is. Christy, your progress, I mean, you should really post a transformation pic in the group because I'm so proud of you. Like, I can't even stand it. You look amazing. I couldn't be more proud of you. And Lindsay said to the breastfeeding girls, if you can't see her chat, she nursed for 13 months following Beyond Fit, and she had no problems when she did this type of challenge last year. Yes, exactly. So drink your water, like she said, eat enough, and get your rest in. Lindsay's a pro. She knows what to do. Okay, so the basics. So in addition to the basics, the protein and the produce, the whole foods, here are a few important supplements that we'll be using for our 28 days together. You can read more about these in the success manual, but I'm just going to give you a really quick overview, okay? And then if you have questions, you just let me know. So I have protein powder as an okay supplement to use for this 28-day challenge. You can use this for your smoothies in the morning. You're gonna need a good quality protein powder. This is just gonna help you meet your protein requirements for the day, and it's gonna be a simple and quick way to get some protein in, okay? I really, really like pink Himalayan salt or sea salt. So I am someone who really likes to salt my food. I just do. But a couple years ago, I switched from using table salt because it's just really chemically produced and it's bleached and it has like anti-caking agents, and sometimes it can have MSG or aluminum. So you don't have to cut out salt altogether. In fact, before I learned how to do fitness better, I was like, okay, I'm going to cut out all salt because I don't know, I read it in some sort of weird fitness magazine. The food is gross. The food is gross if you don't put a little salt on it. And actually, sodium is an important electrolyte, okay? So you don't want to skip salt altogether, but an option, if you do want to avoid some of the more chemically processed stuff, is to do sea salt or a pink Himalayan salt. And this was a great question because somebody asked, who was this? Nicole asked, can you take a probiotic and multivitamin together? Yes, 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 you can. I take both of those in the morning. And probiotics was next on my list because 70% of your immune system, it resides in your gut. So probiotics will help you to restore the balance back to your digestive system, okay? And overall, it's gonna give you an overall boost to your immune system, which who does not want that with all of this sickness going around, okay? So probiotics, they're best taken 30 minutes before food on an empty stomach, if you can stomach that. So I take mine in the morning, and that works really well for me. Okay. With the next one, you'll see the homemade bone broth, and the purpose of this is to help balance the vitamins and the minerals in your body, and it really works in a pretty incredible way. Bone broth is shown from lots of research to help with healing and promoting a healthy digestive tract, as well as reducing joint pain and inflammation and promoting hair growth and nail growth. I think that it really comes back to the collagen and the gelatin and all of that that comes naturally in the bone broth. But it's something that is worth a try for you. Okay. So Nicole said she just made the bone broth. Yay, awesome. We did too because we're sick today. And it actually can help with cellulite too. This is kind of a side note because it helps maintain the integrity of your cell walls. So for this next 28 days, I'm encouraging you, challenging you, if you will, to drink 1 cup of this per day and see if you notice some of the benefits on your body. For the omega-3s, the fish oil, I included this because these are shown to reduce inflammation in your body and to increase your body's ability to burn fat, to strengthen your immune system. And then these healthy fats, they also improve circulation. They are shown to improve cholesterol, the good kind, which is what we want. And there's a long list of benefits. So the omega-3s, they're called EFAs, and that means essential fatty acids. And basically what that stands for is that your body is not capable of producing them on its own. So you must get your omega-3s from an outside dietary source. So you have to eat them. Your body doesn't make them, if that makes sense, okay? So rhodiola is another great supplement if you have a stressful life, which I feel like it's sort of these days, who isn't stressed? Who doesn't have some sort of stressful life going on, right? So this is something that is just an option. Like I said, a supplement is not a must. It's an option. But this could be helpful to you if you notice that you struggle with high cortisol. I personally started taking this supplement a couple months ago to help support my adrenal glands and to protect my body against stress, and I've noticed a big difference. So it's also great to combat fatigue, to boost memory, and to increase your work capacity and to improve your productivity. Okay, so that's an option to try. And then the last idea on supplements is magnesium. This is another one that's really a great supplement to help with stress. It's not only great for stress, but it's an important mineral that's required for like over 700 biochemical reactions in your body. So magnesium is very important. If you're not getting enough from the whole foods that you eat, you could consider taking a supplement. Now I saw a ton of questions come in, so let me address those and then we'll move on. The next thing we're going to talk about is the power of protein. Yeah, so you could take the Erase Pro, or if you just want to take the rhodiola on its own, let me send you a link to some from Amazon. Post in the Facebook group under the question thread, if you will, and I'll get on there first thing tomorrow and give everybody some options. Blair's talking about her bone broth. Perfect. Thank you, Blair, for sharing that. Sam, as far as the ashwagandha and the rhodiola, they're both really great. So I think either would be a good thing to try. The main thing with these is just to be consistent. So you want to not just kind of take it like every once in a while, but to really see how it impacts your body. You want to consistently take it basically every day at the same time throughout the day, if that makes sense. Yes, quality probiotics. We actually have a file on what to look for in probiotics in the Facebook group. It's not uploaded in the members portal, but I could put it there for you. But if you will post a question in the Facebook group, I can link you to that file so you can find that. Okay, so as far as vegetarians and bone broth, do you know what? To be completely honest, I have not looked for another way to make that, but I do know that you could take the collagen and gelatin supplement instead of having the actual bone broth. And I do believe there are some vegetarian options for the supplements. I will look into that. Post a question for me in the Facebook group so I don't forget, and I'll look into that tomorrow and I'll send you some links. I think I've seen those before. I just can't off the top of my head remember the brand. So Blair, you're going to drink 1 cup every day. Yep. And no, it's not hard to make. Okay, I think I got all those. If I missed a question, I'm having trouble keeping up with them, but you can post in the Facebook group and I will. Yes, thank you, Alexis. Vital Proteins has a really good collagen peptide that you could use in place of the bone broth. Thank you. Okay, so where was I? Power of protein. Power of protein. So protein is very important. It plays a big role in basically every single function of your body. Okay. So it's part of every cell in your body and it's used to build muscle. It builds your organs and other tissues. It's important for brain health. Your body needs it to make enzymes, to make hormones and other necessary chemicals just to keep you going. Okay. So not only that, not keeping you going aside, eating the right amount of protein is going to help to boost your metabolism, and it's really, really, really going to keep your weight in check. Okay, so protein is, I think it's like the secret weapon. And you guys know I do some one-on-one nutrition coaching. So when I have ladies come to me to work one-on-one with their nutrition, I always ask them for a 3-day food log. And it almost never fails. When their 3-day food log comes back, they're almost always low in protein, okay? So don't miss this. It's very important to make sure that you're getting enough protein. Protein is gonna help you avoid gaining unwanted weight. It's gonna help you burn the extra weight. It's gonna boost your metabolism. And it's a very important, yes, Christy said, protein, beautiful muscles, and I love muscles. Okay, so why are we talking all about protein? This is because we're talking about protein because when you're eating enough protein, you're going to feel fuller longer and you're going to have less urge to eat junk food. You're going to build those muscles. You're going to boost your metabolism. You're going to keep your weight in check. I was looking at some studies and I saw one where women who eat 30% of their diet from protein, so just a basic 30% of their diet was coming from protein, they ate 441 fewer calories per day. So that's significant. Just naturally, the protein kept them full and made them want to eat less. For this challenge, you'll be eating about 30% of your calories from protein. So if you don't want to have to calculate it all, you can just follow the nutrition guide and you can know that I've calculated that for you. This is sort of the baseline, the ideal spot to start at for fat loss and for maintaining lean muscle mass. You're going to be eating high quality proteins throughout this challenge. I even recently have encourage some women to look into grass-fed meats. It depends where you get your meat sources from, but a lot of times they can have a lot of extra hormones. So I want you to be sure that you're getting a high-quality protein. I want you to get high quality foods, high quality meats, as well as a high quality protein powder. And then I want you to make sure you read the personalizing your plan section in the 28-day success manual, because I have details for you on how to adjust these numbers based on your individual needs. Okay, so I realize that all of us coming together following this 28-day plan, we all have different metabolisms. We all have unique body types. We all, we all are different. So I want you to start with this and then adjust as needed based on your own individual needs. Okay. So that's what you will be eating. Here's a quick rundown of what you will not be eating. And then we will head off from there and get started tomorrow for our challenge. And I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm sorry, Jody. I am behind in the Facebook group, but I will get everybody who's waiting added ASAP. I was not on Facebook at all today because, well, we were like laid out on the floor just praying to survive. But I will make sure we get everybody added there. So here's what you won't be eating. You're not going to be eating processed foods. We're trying to stay away from chemicals and artificial colorings and preservatives that are not on the plan, okay? Other things that we're going to stay away from for the next 28 days, added sugars, so staying away from things like high fructose corn syrup, inflammation causing grains, so we don't want to be doing like the white bread or lots of I know Christy loves donuts, but we're not going to be eating donuts. You know, we're going to focus on the 2 P's, and we're going to stay away from most dairy. Some dairy is okay, but we just don't want to overdo it because a lot of women do have some sensitivities. We kept that in mind for these 28 days. You'll see in the success manual that I talk a little bit about inflammation, and inflammation is the root of all disease in the body. Okay, so that's why the goal of this challenge is to feed your body with nutrient-rich foods that's going to help reduce inflammation so that your body can heal and restore itself and get back to where it should be on like an inside level. And then when the inside changes, the outside changes, okay? So as your body begins to balance out, you're gonna notice increased energy. You're gonna notice better quality of sleep. You're gonna notice better digestion. And then the increased fat loss, of course, is what we're all here for, right? So if you want to do like a really high fiber whole grain bread, that would be fine. I'm definitely encouraging you to stay away from the white flour and the white bread. But yeah, if you want to do that, that would be fine, Tiffany. Just listen to your body, make sure you're watching for your body's responses, and watch for signs of inflammation. That's the key. That's why I have all of these things taken out, because we want to be reducing the inflammation. Yeah, oatmeal's fine. Sure. Okay, so a note on beverages. Now, this is a hard section to talk about. I'm just going to be honest. Caffeine is a stimulant that can increase your stress hormones. I am a coffee lover, okay? But when stress hormones go up, insulin goes up. Now, there are definitely some benefits to drinking caffeine. So I'm not cutting out coffee completely, but I'm just encouraging you to find a healthy balance, okay? So here's what I've come up with for myself, and because I'm writing the plan, it's what you'll find in your plan too. For the next 28 days, we're going to limit caffeine to 5 servings per week max. And I don't want you to have it after 1 p.m. Okay. So on the days that you have your caffeine, I just also want you to make sure you drink an extra glass of water. Caffeine is a diuretic. So as you're drinking your coffee, a lot of times then your body's going to be kind of losing some of the water that you also are drinking. So I just want you to replace that with an extra glass of water. You still get to have your morning coffee, because the truth is I would not create a plan where I couldn't have my coffee. But we're just going to limit it. And I want you to watch the timing of it so that it doesn't interrupt your sleep. Okay. So Lexi said, can you do a coffee sub? Absolutely. Yeah. Any coffee sub that you'd like, or you could do decaf. I'm just talking about the caffeine of this. So yeah, that's a great idea. Thanks, Lexi. Other things we're going to avoid in terms of beverages are going to be alcohol, sugary juices, and soda. And this is because liquid calories can add up very fast. Not only that, but they're usually loaded with sugar. That's going to spike your insulin levels. So for the next 4 weeks, for the next 28 days, I want you to steer clear of anything other than water, and then drink the recipes in the meal plan, like, you know, the smoothies and stuff, or the occasional coffee or green tea. If you're going to indulge, on one of the days during your cheat meals, and there are cheat meal guides in the success manual for you. Just make sure that it's only 1 to 2 servings maximum per week, okay? So yes, you do get a cheat meal, and kind of rolling that back to Super Bowl. If you haven't read the success manual yet, read that, read what I have to say about the cheat meals, and then consider if maybe Sunday for the Super Bowl would be a time that you would like to utilize that, okay? So I'm trying to fit this all in here. I love cream with coffee. Can I do decaf with protein powder as creamer? Tanya, yeah, you're brilliant. That's a fantastic idea. I love it. Yeah, that's a great idea. Okay, so what do I need to cover here before we go? I am going to cover sugar real quick, and then we'll talk about just a couple of more nutrition notes that I had jotted down, and then we'll save some time for questions if we have it. So let's talk about sugar and saying no. Added sugars, the sugars that don't occur naturally in the foods that you're eating, they really don't do good things for your health. So for the next 28 days, I'm encouraging everybody to try to say no to those added sugars. And here are a few reasons, and you'll see them on your screen. Sugar promotes inflammation in your body, and like we talked about, that's the root cause of many diseases. Large amounts of sugars, it actually suppresses your immune system. So we definitely don't want to do that. And it can suppress the release of HGH, which is human growth hormone in your body. And human growth hormone is a really powerful fat-burning hormone, so you do not want to suppress that. Sugar also raises your insulin levels, and over time, this can lead to a whole host of diseases, so we want to keep those insulin levels in check. And then sugar has a really negative effect on energy levels. So have you guys ever experienced that? Like you have a high sugar meal, and you're kind of like riding the blood sugar roller coaster. You're feeling great, and then you crash, okay? So we're trying to avoid that to keep your energy levels stable throughout the day. Sugar also impacts your hormones and your ability to deal with stress, so we want to try to limit that added sugar. I also have a note for you in the success manual for the 28 days that artificial sugars like Splenda and aspartame, they're not great either. They're okay in small quantities, but it's just not something you want to be overdoing, okay? So sugar itself, it's not bad. Small quantities is fine. You know, we actually for sugar need a little bit of sugar to survive and to be able to think and to move. But the problem, it really stems from the quick rise in our blood sugar levels when we consume large amounts on a regular basis. So when you eat healthy carbs, things like sweet potato or an apple, you're getting the fiber that comes along with the natural sugars. And that's a better plan than just the high sugar stuff, okay? So digestion is slowed down when you're eating fiber. So even though you're eating sugar, your blood sugar levels, they don't raise as fast, so your body can more easily handle it. If you drink Coke, there's no fiber or anything to slow down the digestive process, so your blood sugar levels are going to spike to really unnatural highs. So for this challenge, I'm just encouraging you to keep it close to nature. I think that's kind of the best way to think about it. We're going to stay away from white and refined sugar. We're going to stay away from high fructose corn syrup, and we're going to stay away from artificial sweeteners in large amounts. Small amounts are okay, but we're talking about, you know, the crazy large amounts of artificial sweeteners that usually are found in packaged diet foods. So if you're following the protein and produce, you're not going to even have to worry about that anyway, because we're not gonna do a lot of packaged stuff. So acceptable substitutes are going to be things like raw coconut palm sugar. You could have some honey, some stevia. Those are great ways to sweeten your foods without adding that extra extra white sugar in. So let's see. Green leaf stevia is probably my favorite, just a note on that, of all of those, because even the coconut palm sugar or the honey, that's still going to raise your blood sugar levels. It's okay in small amounts, but it's not something we want to do. And I saw your question. It's not something we want to do a lot of, okay? So the honey's still gonna raise your blood sugar levels. It's okay, like I said, small amounts, but if you need something that is kind of gonna be like an everyday thing, I really recommend doing stevia if you can, because it doesn't have an impact on your blood sugar levels. It's been around for centuries. I was looking at some research on stevia and read that it's 30 to 40 times sweeter than regular sugar. So just make sure you only use a small amount. I think a lot of people kind of get turned off by stevia and the taste if it's too strong, but you don't need much. And so that's a way to combat that. Mindy just finished a month of no sugar. Way to go, Mindy. That's awesome. Great job. And then the last thing I want to say with this is just please remember, ladies, this is a lifestyle approach. It's not a fad diet. So I don't want you feeling deprived in any way. I just want to help you find some healthier alternatives to what you're already eating. Okay. So I'm going to end with some nutrition notes real quick. I'll just encourage you to see the success manual for info on healthy fats, as well as how much water you should be drinking daily. You'll also find, like I mentioned, a really important section on personalizing your plan. And I included in that info for both men and women. So I would love for you to get your husband or your significant other to join you for the challenge. And you can go to that personalizing section to understand how to adjust for your husband, because obviously the men are going to need to eat more. With that said, like I said, men and women, they metabolize food differently, and our daily energy requirements are a little bit differently. So please go before we start tomorrow and just read through some of that. And then, as I mentioned earlier when we were talking about the protein as well, to get the best results, you will need to adjust your meal plan according to what your body needs, okay? So if you need help with this, if you have questions, just reach out. My goal is to make this as simple as possible for you to follow. So if you have any questions, please, please, please do not hesitate to let me know. The first 2 days of the challenge are scheduled detox days. So I did not include, if you're following the nutrition plan, I did not include the protein. I'm going to let you choose for that. These days are designed to cleanse your liver and allow your body to process the foods you eat more easily and efficiently. So we're not using pills, we're not using drugs or juices. We're just eating lots of fresh vegetables, fruit, water, and minimal protein. There's a protein list for you to choose if you need some ideas, but you'll just be eating protein that's going to be, right for your body to manage hunger, to manage energy throughout those 2 days. And then, depending on what you've been eating, I'm just going to warn you, you may experience some headaches or some fatigue in the beginning, but don't worry, it won't last forever. Just make sure you drink plenty of water. That's going to help you continue to flush out the toxins, and you will make it through, okay? So check in with the group. Let us all know how you're feeling. And then, after the first couple of days, you should be feeling a renewed sense of energy and should be feeling really good. Don't do caffeine on the detox days if you can stay away from it for the first 2 days. And I'm trying to think what else. I'm hustling. I love you too, Christy. So I've got 3 minutes to finish this up. I did include a quick note on cheat meals, refeeds, and then we'll finish up, okay? So here we go. And I didn't get sick during the whole call. The Lord was so kind to me. I'm so glad we didn't reschedule, because we start tomorrow. We couldn't reschedule. We needed to all get on the same plan, right? So when you download your weekly meal plan, if you're downloading that, or if you're looking through your success guide, you'll see I did leave space for a weekly cheat meal. A more technical term for your cheat meal would be a refeed meal. And here's how I want you to handle that. In a nutshell, don't do anything you're going to regret. Okay, cheat meals are not like a all-out binge fest that's going to make you feel sick the next day. It's simply a way so that you aren't going to feel deprived from your favorite foods, from your food choices. It's just a way to help you stick through these 28 days, okay? They're also going to have positive impacts on your hormone levels when they're planned into your weekly schedule like they are in this challenge. So a great quote to remember is you can never out-train a bad diet. You do not want to ruin all of your hard work and your preparation in a single cheat meal. So feel free to indulge a little bit. Super Bowl is a great example. We were talking about that, right? But just do not go overboard. Nicole said, are we allowed to have the hot cocoa? Absolutely. Make that hot cocoa up, girl. Yeah, that's a game changer for cravings. Okay, so oh, we did it. We did it. I'm very excited, you guys, about the next 28 days. I'm so excited because the things you're going to learn in this next month together, it literally can change the rest of your life. So in order to get the best results of this challenge, you have to stick to the plan. So trust the journey. Take one day at a time. Utilize our amazing group for support and accountability. If you're not in the group yet, you can visit beyondfitlife.com. Use the code webinar special and we'll give you a great deal on joining. If you would like to simply join the 28-day challenge alone, I have a way for you to do that as well. So let me move screens real quick and we'll end here. Okay, so tech challenge, 1 second. So I'm going to go to beyondfitlife.com/28-day challenge, and you'll see this option as well. So if you don't want to do the monthly membership, but you want to get all of this, you can get that here. If you're a monthly member, you're going to go to My Library, and you are going to find everything that you need here under the Beyond Fit Life Club. Okay, if you are a monthly member and you wanted the added nutrition meal plan and you wanted that little bit more of structure, you are going to find that here, and then all of that will be downloadable here. So let me just show you what that looks like. Here's our meal plan for week 1. And it's all ready for you here, okay? So if any sisters have any questions, please do not hesitate to let me know. I am here for you. You are going to be amazed at the progress that you're going to make in our time together for these next 28 days. So I thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for praying for me, for all of your sweet messages and for all of your get well soon vibes that you've been sending. We certainly appreciate them. And the 28-day challenge does not cost extra for members. We do have the extra bonus for the ladies who asked for a little bit more structure in terms of a meal plan that's already created. But the actual 28-day challenge success manual and all of that, it is my gift to members for this month. I'm just so excited about this challenge and all of us working together that I wanted everybody to be in on it. So log into the members portal, download all of that, and we officially start tomorrow, okay? I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.